Welcome to Charts Today. My name's David Linton, and today's edition for Wednesday, the 17th of May, comes to you from London. And we start by looking at currencies, then stock markets, commodities, and last of all, some US tech stocks. And we see here yesterday the dollar really just continued to fall quite heavily, actually, and we see that as the daily candle here, taking us to new several month lows. So the dollar really is back where it was in the autumn, or if you're US, the fall of last year. So we are just pushing lower. We're bearish on the medium and the short-term chart. The long-term chart still maintains its bullishness, and there is support level at the moment that we're just testing. But the key thing is we do have this downside target now of 97.70. We're really just nudging this 98 level on the dollar index. So weak dollar is the theme, and that's leading through to strong euro. We're seeing the euro nudging 111. We need to really get above this 113 level for it to be bullish. We still have a lot of downside targets hanging over us long term and medium term, and we are just hitting resistance now. So it'll be very interesting to see that whether that filters through. No clear upside target just yet, but this column that we're seeing at the moment will produce an upside target for the short-term chart. So we may be seeing a turn in fortunes for the euro versus the dollar. We see here the yen is falling. The dollar is falling quite strongly against the yen, so that's a stronger yen playing through there. And we're seeing sterling just nudging this 130 level again, back above the cloud this morning. So another little upside target here, 130.85, but 132 is really the target at the moment for sterling. Looking at euro sterling, we're seeing that the euro is the stronger hand here, and we're just seeing that we're bearish below the cloud for sterling versus the euro, and same against the Swiss franc. Against the Australian dollar, just ticking up again about this 175 level. So it looks like Australian dollar weakness continues. And the S&P 500 index just holding on to this 2400 level just yesterday. So we are really just in this sideways range at the moment, waiting for the break. We haven't quite activated this new upside target yet. And the same with the NASDAQ. We're seeing here it's starting to run again, and those charts look great on all three time frames. The Dow also bullish on all three time frames, and the Russell 2000, the broader index, just not quite through yet. We're seeing about 0.5% down on the S&P future, and about 0.4% down on the NASDAQ E-mini, so it does suggest the US market will open lower today. The FTSE 100 just up a smidgen really this morning, 2 points, and so but we are looking pretty bullish still around. Short-term upside of 2%, medium-term of 5%, and long-term of 10 and 20%. So UK market looking pretty strong. The FTSE 250 has had a great run recently, but just pausing for breath over the last week or so. The DAX just ticking down at the moment, but again, this has got bullish trends on all three time frames. The Nikkei down a little bit on the stronger yen, but nothing significant really. The Hang Seng's down a little bit as well, but again nothing significant. And the Chinese local market, the Shanghai Composite, just struggling a little bit today. The Indian market making new highs, looking really good, still one of the best looking markets there is. And the S&P 500, the S&P 200 Australian index is just hitting lower, so that stronger Australian dollar just having a little bit of an effect. Brent crude, we're seeing this just holding around this 51 level. We're just still bearish in the short term. We haven't gone into a bullish trend just on the last few days, but Brent is still looking pretty bearish, and WTI much the same, just waiting. Prices are back below the cloud, so, and we have a new downside target of 47.38, which is about 1.7% downside. So we are seeing a bit of a tail off there, and US NatGas is just dropped quite significantly back into the 320s, and we've activated a new downside target of 2.96. That's 8% downside, so that move up is just being undone. Copper, we're just seeing that moving above. Looking at most of the other soft commodities, we're seeing a little bit of a move here in sugar. That's up 3%, and just short term, that's rising. Going straight to gold. Gold is looking strong again, short term, hitting the 1240s now, so that's quite significant and a good sign. We're also seeing silver trending strongly as well, so it looks like we found a floor and we're rising off that floor. US Treasury yields back below 2.3%, so just coming off slightly there. Apple still looking strong. Google again looking strong. Amazon also looking strong. Pretty much all the tech stocks. Facebook just pausing for breath at the moment. And Microsoft back above the cloud, so that's looking bullish again on the short term. That's it for today. Until tomorrow, happy charting. See you then.